41 Action News starts now.
11 of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Kansas City are doing some spring cleaning. Volunteers are picking up trash, trying to make their communities better. 41 Action News reporter Nick Starling tells us how they believe this will deter crime in this Safe KC report. Gerard, let's have a conversation, okay? I know you said we weren't supposed to be surprised. You guys told us about the snow, but I was still surprised when I woke up this morning.
Well,
yes.
Some people may have caught them a little bit.
Just a little.
But you know what? From last year, this is certainly something they shouldn't be too surprised with. 3 weekends in a row in April, we saw that. And of course, it's still March. We can still see something like this. But
Developing tonight, Johnson County jail staff found a woman dead in her cell. They found her body around 2:30 yesterday afternoon in the Olathe Detention Center. Medical staff at the center were unsuccessful in trying to resuscitate her. We know she had been in the jail since Thursday. Many of you all saw last night's rain, and Gerard, it's been kind of a mixed bag all this week. You know, we've had snow, we've had rain, and now more snow is in the forecast.
It's certainly a good possibility. We're kind of on the tail end.
And some Missouri lawmakers want to change the state's laws regarding HIV. 2 lawmakers want to reduce the penalties for people who expose someone to HIV. Right now, Missouri law states people with HIV could be convicted and sentenced to a minimum of 10 years if they expose a partner to the disease without telling them or their consent. Those who want to change the law say it's outdated. And improving parts of South Kansas City, that was the focus of Neighbors today. 41 Action News reporter Jordan Betts was there as they talked about trying to bring more jobs, making their small businesses better, and getting an update on bigger corporate projects. I don't know about you, but I'm over the snow, but I guess we have more coming.
It's just the beginning of December. How can you be over it so fast?
I can be over it.
We've got a lot more winter to go. We're not even in winter yet, Ray.
And today we learned Under Armour is cutting its endorsement deal with former Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt. That's according to a CNBC report. The Chiefs released Hunt yesterday after TMZ released this video. Large police scene. I want to show you all what we're seeing right now. Large perimeter has been set up. Police tape blocked off near 26 and Topping. And here's what we know. Police on scene tell us that there was a man that got his car shot up several times. One of the bullets ended up hitting him in the lower head. And
go right now.
Put me in the game, Coach. Put me in the game. Oh, lots of excitement, Taylor and Lindsay, happening here at the Sprint Center. Go ahead and take a look.
Taylor, you and I both know that this has been such a hot button issue for the past several months now. You know, the mayor has been pushing this initiative since last August.
Rae Daniel live at Sprint Center where those first games start tonight. Rae.
That's right, Lindsay. You know, all you can hear right now is the traffic that's going on because of morning rush hour. But in just about 11 hours or so, you'll soon hear the excitement of all the fans getting ready for their teams to play.
Imagine not having a place to sleep last night or waking up outside this morning.
All you have are a few items and whatever clothing you're wearing. It's a horrible thing to think about. 41 Action News reporter Rae Daniel live this morning to tell us how one man used that experience himself to bring hope to the homeless of Kansas City. Ray, what's his story?
Well, Taylor and Lindsay, Bridge of Hope Community Church has opened its doors when it does get brutal outside. And, you know, it's something that no one wants to have to experience. However, the pastor of this church, it's something he can relate to.
He's the type pastor that's a doer.
Pastor Luther Eatman doesn't shake hands. He says hello with a hug.
Well, like you said, we all have horrific past, and God's blessed us from that, and we accept people where they're at.
They come from all backgrounds. Some who were homeless, had jail time, even some who suffered from drug and alcohol abuse.
That focuses on people that society casts out as no good. Because that's how I felt. I felt as though people cast me out just because I was no good.
Wyandotte County has the highest poverty rate in the Kansas City metro. It's the second highest poverty rate in the whole state.
Let's go, Joshua.
Growing up, Eatman went through many of the things his members are going through now. His first drink, 12 years old. From there, it got worse.
I just lived that type of life for a long period of time, but then all of a sudden I started using my own product. I was hooked. I was a crackhead for about 14 years.
For 8 years, he was homeless, living on the streets. And then everything changed. He prayed.
I heard God speak to my heart and say, just go walk down the street. I walked down the street and I gave my life to Christ that night. And I never looked back, ever. I did not smoke again, did not drink again.
In 2007, he and his wife created Bridge of Hope Church in KCK, connecting people with God who are going through, well, what he did.
Our focus is the marginalized. That's who we deal with. And I don't care what color skin you are. I don't care what kind of language you speak. God wants us to love you.
With laughter and love, the pastor is helping people, like Mr. Willie, cross that bridge of hope to a better tomorrow.
Every part of my life, especially since I've come to Bridge of Hope, because there's other people that dealt with what I dealt with going through it, so we strengthening each other.
Now, the pastor did say roughly last year they had about 130 people who were experiencing homelessness walk through their doors. They were able to help 50 of them get back on their feet. They have jobs now, so very exciting news there. Live in Kansas City, Kansas, Rae Daniel, 41 Action News Today.
All right, 6:34 this morning. An Independence Elementary teacher is hitting the road right now. Headed here as she shows off her skills to the world.
There's a special reason why she's competing in American Ninja Warrior. 41 Action News reporter Rae Daniel live to explain this morning more about that. Rae, are you about to do some pull-ups? I'm curious about what's about to happen.
Well, you know, Taylor, for this PE teacher I met, doing something like this is simple for her. She is actually going to be showing off her skill sets to the world, and it's all for one little boy that she teaches.
When I call your color scooter, you're going to bring...
In Miss Dudek's class, it's time for scooter ball.
Oh, sorry.
As she hands out scooters and helps prep her students, she's also preparing for something herself, to be on American Ninja Warrior. But this isn't her first time on the popular show.
This is my 5th year running, so I've actually been doing it for 5 years.
So why do it again? Well, it's because of this 7-year-old, Triton Weber.
He's taught me to be strong. He's taught me to be limitless, because he is limited in what he does. And every day he comes in and he has a smile.
Triton, who has cerebral palsy, doesn't let certain limits limit him in class.
I modify a little bit, but for the most part, he wants to do everything, and it's kind of made me think, like, if I'm still physically able to do something like this, then why not try one more year for him?
That's why Dudek is bringing along Triton and his family with her.
Super excited. Never thought we'd be doing this, so thanks to Annie. She's amazing. She's a godsend for him.
A smile that's instantly contagious. Dudek hopes others can learn what she has from him.
And he just warms the entire room and makes me want to be a better teacher.
As Triton makes his way to Dudek, it's the small interactions that make a big impact.
Whether I fail on the first obstacle or not, I'm just so glad to give this experience to him and his family, because it's been such a great experience for all of us.
Coach Dudek has, again, she said this is her 5th year doing it. Now she's doing it for this student. Taylor, Lindsay, I was struggling just to get up on this little baby rock mountain climb thing. But, we're really excited for you, Annie. We're pushing for you and Triton. And if you want to follow her journey, just follow the hashtag Triton Strong. Live in Kansas City, Rae Daniel, 41 Action News.